y'all get to see me live, and sadly enough, y'all get to see my screen on here. So don't know how it's done, but I guess what we can do, guess we can do this. We're still gonna do like a different screen, so this is a first for YouTube Live to do something like this. And I still don't know how I figured out I would, do this because yeah, this is strange. Strange indeed. Let's see. Yeah, okay, game recap. So this kind of like the first thing we kind of like did this. So this is kind of weird. So YouTube Live is gonna get like this, and when it gets pre-recorded, they'll get the other screen. So yeah, this is really different. And I apologize, guys. You will not be able to I won't be able to see comments and stuff on here while this is going on. So I apologize. And this was not expected to, happen. So kind of weird and insane at the same time. So sorry about that, but let me get the pre-recorded version up. We're going to be talking about Tuesday's game, although I didn't have the opportunity to talk about it for the past few days. Celebrate a birthday, and of course, it's me and the wife's anniversary. If y'all saw the YouTube live yesterday, when she was asking me questions and just having a little bit of birthday fun. So yeah, why not, right? So okay, that can go, so we won't have any more mistakes. And move this up. Hopefully nothing happens. Then NFL draft going on. Hey, what's up, everybody that's watching the pre-recorded episode of Bucks Talk? As we're live on YouTube and also on Twitch. Like I said, I apologize for you guys that's watching YouTube live that you cannot comment on here because of this feature that they done. I don't know how did I accidentally press something or don't know what's going on, but YouTube's been a little bit weird. Don't even know how to say that, but okay. This game, I was a little bit more calmer because it was kind of close. It was like at one point in the fourth quarter, they was down by two. Then with the little bit of a lazy defense, with them not defending the three, it cost them. So hopefully, they'll get that settled and actually try to defend the three and actually make some shots too. Because some of their guys did not make any shots and it was just like where as it gets. So hopefully they'll be back at home tomorrow, and hopefully they can get the momentum started there, and you know at least win their next two. Maybe they'll have opportunity. They can win four straight, and and end the series and advance to the next round. Things can happen. Damian Lillard did return, but the sad thing is he ended up seeing it like he was more of a third option than a second. Because I guess I don't know, but I think there's times he like Dame can be Dame, and there's other times that he should not and try to do something different. Because yeah, but he's still like a good clutch shooter because he was the reason why the Bucks were down two. But he was also the reason that the Pacers ended up coming back because of that lazy defensive three that he didn't try to chase around. And I don't know who hit it, but I think it was Umber. Forgot his name from the Pacers. I think he's the one that probably hit that three that that just then they just lost the game from there. So yeah, I guess we can go to like quarter status. As you guys on YouTube live can see it from there, and you guys watching the pre-quarter shows, y'all can see it from here. Um, yeah, Pacers, won the quarter, and I think that's the highest that they scored in the game. So it's the Bucks, 30-40, and the same thing. The second quarter for the Bucks, the highest that they scored, 30-28. Third quarter, of course, this was the lowest that the Bucks had scored, 27-31. Then you got the fourth quarter, the lowest that the Pacers had scored, 24. Then the Bucks 28. So they won the both second and fourth quarter, but the difference is, you would think in the fourth quarter, they could have blew them out the water, but some of their players just wasn't hitting. That kind of sucks. And Kyle Kuzma had a good game into the third quarter, trying to keep them close. And I know there's going to be some person that's going to say something that's going to be Kyle Kuzma sucks. Kyle Kuzma sucks. At least he kept them in the game in the third quarter. And it's like, although his 3-point shooting was not great, but at least he kept the team going in that on one quarter. So and at least he scored. So he was seeing like a little bit more of a second option, but I think he didn't play as much as he did in game one. So, but that's my opinion. We're gonna get to team status and go with the Bucks first. They did pretty good field goal wise, 44-87 with Michael said that 51% from the field. That's great. 3-point shooting, they did pretty good. 14 of 35 with 40% from three. 3-point, not 3-point, but free throw shooting. I guess the take from that one. 13 of 19 with Michael at 68.4%. Um, Good offensive rebounding, which is good. And I'm still upset that they only play like Jericho Sims like 8 minutes, and they need to play him a little bit more. I understand you like want to finish the game with having Portis and Giannis at the front court, but at least you gotta play Jericho Sims or something like that. Like seriously, like one year old centers that can at least run up and down the court and probably can get some defensive blocks and stuff like that. Not taking away from Bobby because he did get a block, but still, just defensive wise will be it will help more. That just but that's just me. Anyways, good offensive rebounding. Finally, 12 offensive rebounds with a total of 43 rebounds, 26 assists. Both Dame and Giannis did a little bit better, but you expected a little bit more at least. Only 3 steals, so that's kind of not saying anything. But 4 blocks, 4 of them was by Brook, and they didn't play him that much either, which I can understand. But maybe have him played like maybe 4 more minutes or something like that. At least give him like 20 minutes a game. But that's just me. But the turnovers, they're horrible. Um, who had the most? Yeah, nobody but Giannis. So not even surprised. And Kyle Kuzma didn't have any turnovers, so suck on that, Barrett. Okay, so let's get to the Pacers. Let's see, 44 or 90. Mother said that's 49% from the field. Did a little bit better in the bus with 3-point shooting with 16 or 36 with 44.4% 3-point shooting. Of course, perfect 19 to 19, 100% from the free throw. Like I said, the Bucks did out rebound them. Because the Pacers only had like 7 offensive rebounds, total of 38 rebounds. A little bit more assists than the Bucks with 30, which not surprised. More steals than the Bucks with 8. Less blocks than the Bucks with only 3, and less turnovers. Of course, they only had 8. So that's says something. So let's get to the player highlights. Maybe I'll show y'all on here as well. So probably on here for you guys that's watching live, you get to see the starting lineup numbers. So that's what we're going to talk about first. We're not going to talk about all of them. Just mainly the ones that kind of matter. Giannis with I think he led the had the game high this year. Yeah, he did. He had the game high by 34 points. Uh, Although he had the second lowest plus minus with minus 11. probably because of the turnovers with four. One block, seven assists, not too bad. Pass a little bit more at least. 18 rebounds with seven offensive rebounds. So he did, get it going. And the free throw shooting, he still needs to work on with 6 of 10 and 14 of 20 from the field, and played, almost the whole game with 40 minutes. Oh geez. Kyle Kuzma, finally, on the scoreboard had I think 10 of his points was like in the third quarter, I believe. So could be either that or it was in the second. I'm not sure. 12 points, the -7, but which is not as bad as Prince and Giannis or Brook Lopez. But anyways, let's see. One assist, three rebounds with two offensive rebounds, perfect 2 of 2 from the free throw. And I can understand people questioning about 3-point shooting for Kyle Kuzma. He's 0 for 3, but overall he's 5 of 10 from the field. So not too bad. I think he's kind of calming down, taking it in and stuff. So hopefully, he keep that momentum going for the next few games or so, or keep it going. Um, Brook Lopez, 8 points, 4 blocks, which is huge. Only one turnover, one assist. Yeah, that rebound really got to, that got to start going. Only one rebound. That's sad. 2 of 4 from three and 3 of 6 from the field. Damian Lillard, doing Damian Lillard things. 14 points, only two turnovers, 7 assists, which is good. Three rebounds, 4 of 5 from the free throw, 2 of 8 from three, and 4 of 13 from the field. Now, there's some things that Damian Lillard do got to change. So I know some of them say let Dame be Dame, but something's not working. Like he's still a good like clutch shooter, but I'm sorry, but I think something is off with him. It really is. But anyways, I guess we can talk about a few more players. Like I say, I'm still upset that they did not play Jericho Sims. They only play him for like 8 minutes, which is still ridiculous, and I don't get how of that. AJ Green didn't play that much either, but he got one of the highest plus minus with +3. Um, Bobby Portis got a plus minus a +1, but he led the bench and probably had the bench high overall with 28 points, one block, one assist, 12 rebounds, so double double with one offensive rebound, which is good. 6-0-1 from the free throw, 6 of 11 from three, so not too bad on 3-point shooting compared to where he was this past Saturday, and 11 to 19 from the field. So I'm just glad he got it going. Yeah, a few players wish they would have got it going. Gary Trent Jr. Did not get it going. Although he played more minutes than I don't know why they didn't have Kevin Porter Jr. play more minutes. Although he had 9 points, only three turnovers, three assists, one rebound, 1 of 2 from three, and 4 of 9 from the field. So I don't get what they was doing there. They should have played Kevin Porter Jr. on more. So that's probably the only like question mark with the whole thing is like why Kevin Porter Jr. was not playing enough. So that's probably the only one of the few complaints. Okay, now the starting five got something going, and they really need to challenge the starting five of the Pacers. So y'all give me a second here. I'm going to switch you here on the live. Um, just talk about their starting five because their starting five at least scored like 15 points or more. Unbelievable. But Pascal Siakam with 24 points, 3 steals, 3 assists, 11 rebounds, so double double with 2 offensive rebounds. Um, 6 of 6 from the free throw, 2 of 5 from three, but 8 of 16 from the field. Aaron Neesmith with 16 points, tied with the highest plus minus with plus 10. One steal, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 from the free throw, 4 of 5 from three, and 5 of 9 from the field. Miles Turner, 15 points, 2 blocks, 1 steal, 1 assist, only 2 rebounds. So, kind of calm him down, rebounding. 2 of 2 from the free throw, 1 of 3 from three, and 6 of 10 from the field. Andrew Nimhard, I'm sorry, 17 points, tied with the highest plus minus on the team with plus 10. 6 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 of 2 from the free throw, 3 of 5 from three, and 6 of 10 from the field. Yeah, that was the only problem with this game. Like, Tyrese Halliburton didn't score that much in game one, but ended up, torching them like in the paint in game two. 21 points, 12 assists, so double double for him. 5 rebounds with 1 offensive rebound, perfect 2 of 2 from the free throw, 3 of 10 from three, but 8 of 19 from the field. Yeah, yeah. So let me move to okay, bench part here, and let's talk about it here. Obi Toppin, I guess one of the two players we can talk about, but had the lowest of the plus minus with -4, but 7 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, 3 rebounds, 1 of 2 from three, and 3 of 4 from the field. Um, then got Benjamin Mandaron, 14 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound, 5 of 5 from the free throw, 1 of 4 from three, and 4 of 10 from the field. So it's like some of the players are not hidden, but there's just certain ones that you just gotta at least try to stop. Especially, with the starting five. You really need to, stop them from scoring. But anyways, final score 115 Milwaukee, 123 Indiana. Like I said, the next game is tomorrow. They will be at home for those two games, this tomorrow and Sunday. And I think they may fix this game five because I don't think they're gonna hurry up and straight just play them like the next day, the Bucks and Pacers. So I think they may change that maybe on April 29th. So they probably will fix that up, but we'll see. But yeah, Indiana leads the season, sees the playoff series 2-0, and hopefully the Bucks can turn that around and make it good. Um, there are a few games still going on. Knicks beat the Pistons, and I think the Knicks are up 2 games to 1. The series between Denver and Los Angeles is tied with 1 apiece with Denver. Oh, Clippers in the lead. I'm sorry. Then you got oh wow, that's a big turnaround. Memphis is in the lead against OKC, 95-83. OKC is up in the series, 2 games to none. Yeah, a lot of playoffs going on, and hey, just hopefully for the Bucks to swing our way. And oh yeah, one piece of note before we end the show. And I know a lot of people is not that happy. I can understand it, and I'm not going to say I wasn't happy. I'm just stunned that John Horst got a multi-year extension with the Bucks as still being their GM. Um, why didn't wait until the either the this series is over, or like either the Bucks get eliminated from this series, or see how far the Bucks would go, and after that, then talk about an extension. Um, that's the thing. You can blame the owners about that final decision, but it's not just lead on one owner, which certain YouTubers going to do, like blame Jimmy Haslam for making that extension or whatever, which I know some YouTubers are going to actually do that, which doesn't make any sense. Like you got to hold all the owners accountable for making that decision, not just one. But just my opinion, I'm pretty shocked, and I think they could have waited and like see what happens. But well, we can just say how we feel, but we can't say what to do or anything like that because they got the money and they can do what they want, and we're just fans. Well, we can say our opinions, but they ain't gonna be actually be like total facts. Which the thing that I try to go on, besides my opinion, I go by facts as well. So you can hold all the owners accountable, not just one. But anyways, thank you guys for watching through sorry. Watching through Twitch. Either you watching on WFSO or WFSO2. Please follow us on here and let people, tell people about this. We talk about like content. Well, we have like content like almost every day. Also, we talk about excuse me. Talk about not just Bucks basketball. We talk about wrestling. We talk about uh, comic books, movies and TV news. We also talk about developments that's going on in Milwaukee, which right now is kind of slow. Maybe tomorrow I may end up doing something like an update on the venue that we got nearby, the Fires of Farm. That's still development, and from what I've seen so far, is looking pretty good. And it looks like majority of the outside of it seems like it's gonna be done within the next maybe few weeks. Then after that, they can start focusing on the inside, which probably won't even take them that long. So probably sometime in the fall or early winter, they will probably will be done with that. And because I know sometime around the summer they're gonna announce like events that's gonna be going on. So it's like a wait and see. Um, after you guys that's on YouTube, although you watching either live or pre-recorded, we appreciate y'all watching. Please like the video. If you like today's video, please give it a like. Also subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Hopefully, we can get there and everything, will all work out. So don't mind me here, but I'm just gonna. You're probably gonna see a little bit of something here. So kind of like a memory that I just need to do. But let me move this here and go to edit site. Yeah, not many people viewing our pages as of late, so that's what I get for not, promoting more and stuff like that. Um, but anyways, we got over 2,500 videos and counting. Please, get a chance, check them out. Um, like I said, y'all gonna see more of her around. Which is crazy and insane at the same time because she never knows how to stay still. But anyways, I think I said, yeah, check out the website, wrestlingfanspeakout.com, .weebly.com, I should say. Upcoming events in the Midwest. Also, you see the meet and greets, like people you can meet and greet, like popular wrestlers all over the Illinois, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Minnesota. So you have opportunity, you can check them out. And we got other stuff like going on the page too. Like I said, a lot of stuff is going to be development and stuff like that. And thanks to Mike, Robin Thompson, and also Midwest Wrestling Collectibles for being the sponsor for this show. And one more thing, we are going to do a new season of the Forgottens, which will be done, will be shown in the fall, late fall, early winter. For you guys get tune in and like watch. We're going to do something when it comes to talk about the fumbles and the wrestlers that TNA fumble on. So you will be looking for that. So more information on that will be up. Just check us out. You can also check out on my Arthur Smith page on Facebook. Talk about more about that. So check it out. And also with Midwest Wrestling Collectibles, check them out on Facebook. If you're interested in some collectibles like wrestling figures or DVDs and stuff like that, you can get all of them. Um, yeah, Facebook.com/Midwest Wrestling Collectibles. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Until the next video. And I might do some videos tomorrow, so just one of those wait and see. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Until the next video, and have fun if you're at the NFL draft. And I think it just ended. So enjoy your weekend and see you later. Let's see. I don't even know how to get out of this.